Take two.
My foundations have not been wanting to cover my beasties.
I was recording. I talked about strapless bras falling down. I talked about
sticking fingers in light sockets. Hey guys! What's up? This is new for us.
So we were trying to think of what we wanted to film today, and we were looking at new trendy things to do.
I feel like you guys have asked us to do this too.
I've seen requests for this, and I was like, what the heck is an anti-haul?
Anti-haul.
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 You can say it different ways. I never really thought about that.
I think anti-haul. That's what I say.
Anywho, so we've seen people do these. I'm not 100% sure who started it. I've seen somebody named Kimberly Clark. Maybe that person was the first one. We've seen Jackie Ayana. But if you guys know, tell us down below, because I'm not 100% sure who started it, and I feel bad not, you know. Cool.
I've also seen Jam Beauty 89.
Yeah.
That's the person who I saw do it first. I mean, I saw first. So what this is it's a video where we tell you guys about some of the products that are either new or super hyped up or whatever, and we're like, I don't think I want to buy that product.
Right.
And here's why.
Pretty much it's kind of like a product's not worth the hype, but without trying the product. Honestly, it's judging a book by its cover.
I would like to take this as an opportunity in the comments for you guys, if you have experience with these products, to share your experience if you have tried them.
Because some of them may not be out yet, some of them may have just come out, and some of them may just be products that we just aren't interested in.
So if you guys are excited to see a video like this, or just do it anyway, give it a thumbs up, and we're gonna see if we can get to 11,234 thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos.
Yeah.
Who's ready to talk about some products that we don't want to buy? It's also kind of like a saving money video, which we're all about, so it's like, this is what I'm not gonna spend my money on.
Yeah, and that's not to say that if these products make their way into our hands, either through us just breaking down and buying or through PR, doesn't mean we aren't gonna give them a shot and try them out.
Right.
So,
just at first glance, something maybe doesn't really resonate with us about it.
Yeah.
We're like, eh.
All right, the first product is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen Glow Face Palette. I want to say glow face palette. I don't know what I wanted to say. Didn't want to come out of my mouth. So this is a limited edition glow face palette, and it was created with Chrissy Teigen and Becca. What are your thoughts on this palette?
Okay, I can give you a reason why I would buy it. Like a tiny minuscule part of me would want to buy it, and that's because I don't have anything like that really. I didn't buy the one by Jaclyn Hill that's supposed to be similar.
Yeah.
So it would be a new product for me. One reason why I would not buy it is because I feel like I've gotten a lot of highlight products lately, and I feel like while I may not have something exactly like that, I have a lot of those things.
Right, agreed.
Separately.
I feel like we're kind of hitting the peak on these highlight palettes and highlights in general. I feel like there have been so many that have come out, and we've gotten so many.
And there's so many good ones.
Right.
That I feel like there's only so many rose gold highlights, pinky, iridescent highlights, and I feel like it just...
My other problem is I've been burned by Becca before. And by that, I mean, I've gotten highlighters that have broken, and it's really hard when you get a $40 product and you don't even hit pan on it before it breaks. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna pass.
This one's not necessarily a new product right currently. It's new in the past like year or so, but the Dyson hairdryer.
Okay, I love Dyson products. I have the Dyson Animal Pet Hair Vacuum Cleaner. Amazing, but I think if I'm gonna be spending $400, I need it to do more than just dry my hair. You know what I'm saying?
It's to dry my hair.
And style it and make me look like a supermodel.
Yeah, so...
I mean, it's really pretty.
$400.
It's compact. It says it's a hairdryer with high-speed, powerful, brushless digital motor and intelligent heat control for shine, plus travel case. I don't know.
Like, I've seen people test it on YouTube, and like they've purchased it, and I'm just
have
like,
they?
I don't know.
Have they?
I don't know. If they have purchased it, I'm just like, still, I still couldn't do it for the YouTube.
I couldn't.
It's just a hairdryer.
It's just a hairdryer. I have a $19 Revlon hairdryer, and it's perfectly fine.
I mean, I have a 17 little like flippy fold.
Conair traveled.
Yeah. Use it all the time. I think this one is not out yet, but I saw it on Instagram, and it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, like contour, highlight, whatever. But it's in a cream version, and it's $50. And while it's cool, people might like cream contours and highlights, I just am not good with cream contours and highlights. And I also feel like, even though my skin's dry, it can sometimes be combo, and it it just doesn't act well with it. And also, some people will say that you can do like the cream contour and highlight and then put powder contour and highlight, but the more liquid I put under my like contour and stuff, if it's not set very well, it is so patchy and so gross. And I'm already just, I'm not a pro at my makeup, so I just, extra steps and things that could just go wrong, just not a fan of them. Plus it's $50.
It's $50, and I'm not a big fan of those expensive shade and light contour and highlighting type big face palettes anyway. Like I really like my Physicians Formula butter bronzer, and I also have a really tiny Smashbox one that was like a point perk from Sephora that I really like, and it gets the job done.
Yeah.
So
I use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but it's so comparable to the affordable ones, and we've compared them before.
Right.
And had I not received it, we even said this in I think a dupe or don't. Had I not received it PR, I mean, I would have been fine to have the Profusion?
Profusion, yeah.
I think so.
Also, I feel like we shouldn't have to say this. We're not saying that these products are bad. So this is just like why they just wouldn't really fit into what we're doing with our collection and our makeup routines and stuff like that.
And our budget, because we don't like to spend a butt ton of money all the time.
We don't. This was spotted on Instagram, and it is a new palette that is coming from Too Faced, the glitter palette. And I think it's coming out in June. And I definitely do not love glitter on my eyes.
If you know us, we're a little basic. We have a comfort zone. It doesn't include a lot of colors and glitter.
Yeah.
That's not to say that we won't put a little sparkle on us from time to time, or a little color, but an entire palette that's like bright, colorful, and glittery is kind of like not jamming with us.
Yeah. I could see like having one or two that were really pretty for maybe like special occasions or something like that. But like you said, with all the different colors and the amount of glitter, I just don't think that this is something that would be for me.
Now, don't get me wrong, there's gonna be some BA YouTubers and Instagram girls that are gonna be like rocking it, but not these girls.
Yeah. Glitter's just, it's just not my thing.
Here's one for you.
What?
The Natasha Nonna palette.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about this on another anti-haul, and I cannot believe that it is $129. What?
And the worst part is that it's that same sunset yellow, orange, coppery, warm tone
like the
palette.
modern Renaissance palette. And I think the Lorac Pro 3 maybe has some warm colors like that. And not to mention, you know, there are great Wet n Wild shadows that you can get for like $5.
Granted, this may be the best eyeshadow palette in the world, and it may look so wonderful on everyone's eyes, and the pigmentation and the quality might be amazing, but I just cannot bring myself to spend $130, period.
No. I can't do it.
We kind of made the jump to putting our toes in the water and testing out high-end since we started YouTube, because we used to be strictly drugstore.
Yeah.
And we slowly got into MAC, and then
I was gonna say, like, with a little sprinkle of MAC.
Yeah, and then we slowly got into where we would buy like the value items at Sephora, like the kits and stuff. And so we've slowly made our transition into giving higher-end makeup a chance. But there's high-end makeup, and then there's makeup.
I mean, I feel like it's like high-end and then luxury. I feel like luxury has its own category, and
like the Chanel, the Tom Ford, Louboutin, the Natasha Nonna.
Yeah.
I can't even think of some of the other ones.
Chantecaille.
Because I feel like Marc Jacobs is kind of on the borderline, because some of their stuff is closer to...
And some of the Dior, I feel like.
Yeah,
like Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, $64.
Do you know how bad I want to try that foundation? You hear so much about it. But the budget girl in me is like, absolutely not. Like, it hurts my heart to spend $20-something for a foundation.
Because I don't want to love that $64 foundation.
And it doesn't matter. I've used so many high-end foundation, high-end like Tarte and MAC and Too Faced and Stila and all these, you know, foundations, but I still come back to like L'Oreal and CoverGirl and Revlon, and
you know, the Bourjois, I don't even know how you spell it. There's a foundation, Bourjois. This is the parent company that is Chanel. So people say that the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation,
it's like the Chanel.
The Chanel, what is it? Vitalumiere Aqua? Yeah. There are some things where I feel like with blushes and eyeshadow palettes that you kind of get these collections of colors and sometimes finishes and things that you can't always get in drugstore. But for some of those things where it's not like shade specific.
Knowing that L'Oreal and YSL and all of these companies are like all intertwined and related, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that 100% of the time you're going to get the quality, but it does mean that you are probably going to find some very similar products or similar formulas within each of those brands, and it's just, I can't. This is one, and I'm not sure how much it is. It's by Giorgio Armani. It's on Instagram. It's not out yet. It's Life is a Cruise Sunrise Bronzing Face Palette, and it's one of those face palettes where you get multicolor like swirls in it. And it says that you can use them separately or mix them. And just looking at it, I just feel like A, the lightest shade's gonna get dirty because the other ones are so dark. And B, it's just, I just don't like palettes that are mixed like that.
I don't like the palettes where there's no separation between the colors because like you said, they get intermixed. It's powder. Like it's gonna get into the other color, and it makes it hard when you're trying to isolate a color if you do want to use them separately to not get the other one on the brush when you're picking it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially because you know that's gonna be in the $40, $50, $60 price range. Has to be. It's Giorgio Armani. The freaking foundation's $60. Okay, this one is from Marc Jacobs, and it is a New Nudes Sheer Gel Lipstick. And yeah, I think that a $30 sheer lipstick is kind of crazy. Like, why wouldn't you just get like a tinted lip balm or something?
I know. What's crazy to me is it's like...
That's like $5.
Ooh, I want to pay $30 for a lip product that's really probably not even going to show up on me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get a $30 lipstick, I want it to be in a finish that I like, maybe cream, maybe matte. I want the color to be a color that I like, and I want it to either last all day. Like, there's things I want about it, and being sheer and barely there is not one of them.
Not something you want to pay $30 for.
Especially when you know a sheer one is going to wear off fast because it's really soft and
not a lot of color payoff. Also, unless it's going to do something for me, like, I don't know, have some magic vitamins or like moisturizers or like some kind of skincare benefit, I just can't see doing $30 for a sheer lipstick that's going to wear off and not even really show up that much. It's in the name, sheer. Next is the Too Faced Natural Love Ultimate Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. I think the colors are really pretty in this palette.
Yeah, and I love that you get such a giant amount of colors at $60 because I feel like
it's like
a $50 palette would be half the size of that, and you're getting twice the size for like what, $10 more. It's not, you know, it seems cool.
Yeah, my only issue is I kind of feel like with it being so big, I'm not going to take it with me places, and if I can't fit stuff into my makeup bag, it usually gets pushed to like the rest of my collection and not an area where I pull from on the regular, so I just feel like I wouldn't grab for it. I also have heard kind of mixed things on the pigmentation of it. Those, was it the Stardust palette that I have? Don't really like it.
A lot of times I feel like when they do limited edition Too Faced papery type palettes, like that's just like what they're made out of, I feel like they don't put the same quality as they would like into their chocolate palettes or their peach palette or their little tin palettes.
What was the one? It's not the Bonbons one, but they had like a candy one, and I can't remember what it was called. It didn't have great pigmentation either. I don't know. I feel like I've really liked the chocolate bar palettes, but the ones that have come in the paper just have not been the same quality. Yeah,
like the tints, because I love the
smaller
peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, neutral eye palettes and stuff. Yeah.
Okay guys, I think that's just a few of the things that we will not be purchasing.
Let us know what you guys think if you've tried any of those products, if you think they're worth the money, what your experience is with them, and what you're not going to be buying.
Tell us down below things that are out that you aren't interested in purchasing, because I want to know that too.
Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And what are we going to do?
We're going to talk to you in a video super soon.
We sure will.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. If you want to see more haul videos, click the video on the right.
And if you missed our last video, shame on you, but you can click the video on the left.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, just click that circle channel icon and it'll sub you right up.